Concern number one is offensive line. Our offensive line did not play like an Ohio State offensive line. The standard was set many, many years ago. We did not play like that. The second half, we played pretty good, but pretty good's not what we expect. You play pretty good this week, you won't win that game.
So the O-line, a major concern for Buckeyes head coach Urban Meyer. Hello, everyone. Welcome to the Insider Report on Campus Insiders. I am joined by our college football insider, Dave Miller. Hey, everyone. I am Shae Peppler. And, Dave, you heard what Coach Meyer had to say about the O-line's performance against Navy. Now they host Va Tech. What can we expect?
Well, if you look at last year's Buckeyes team, they struggled on the offensive line in that opener, but that was against a team with the first-round draft pick in Khalil Mack. Navy does not have any future NFL talent, so it is a major concern. Last year, the O-line did eventually gel, but now 4 new starters. It's a big test. You heard Meyer say, JT Barrett, things are going to be simplified for him, but things get complicated when he doesn't have help in front of him. So it's a huge test. Meyer said this is arguably the second best defensive line they'll see all season. So major test for the Buckeyes. And keep in mind now, it's still a beauty contest with the college football playoff. It's not much different than the BCS.
Of course. Well, speaking of poor O-line performances, how about UCLA's? What is going on with the Bruins?
A disaster. The last 2 years, that was the big albatross for the Bruins. They thought that was going to be an improved product. Brett Hundley was not protected this past Saturday against Virginia. 5 sacks. Running lanes were not created for the running backs. And this past offseason, I talked to a guy who's very in tune with the coaching carousel yearly, and I asked him for one coordinator that doesn't really get a lot of credit. He mentioned Barry Odom. He's the defensive coordinator at Memphis. That's who UCLA plays this week. This is a Tigers team that last year was 39th both in total defense and sacks per game. So we're going to see more of the same. UCLA will be without their starting center, and they have a freshman guard that only weighs 260 pounds. So this is an issue for UCLA.
So much hype surrounding that Bruins team. No doubt there's a bullseye on their back. All right, over in the SEC, let's talk Texas A&M and Kevin Sumlin. So many question marks surrounding what they would do without Johnny Manziel. Well, could the answer be Jake Spavital, the offensive coordinator and quarterbacks coach?
Another year, another productive offense for the Aggies in the SEC. You look at Cliff Kingsbury, Brian Polian, Dana Holgerson. Jake Spavital is going to be next in line to get a head coaching job. Just 29 years old. Here was someone that was a graduate assistant back in as late as 2010. Athletic directors around the country see these offensive working. They know that players in high school want to play in these types of systems. We see it across the nation at the high school level. So Jake Spavital, one of the hottest coordinators in the nation. That A&M offense is going to continue to be productive.
Oh, they were amazing last Saturday. All right. Well, the team they beat up on was the South Carolina Gamecocks, who host East Carolina this weekend. Could Steve Spurrier's team be in trouble yet again?
It's a very tricky road for South Carolina. They can't look past East Carolina this Saturday and look ahead to Georgia. East Carolina has one of the most potent quarterback-wide receiver combos in the nation, Shane Carden to Justin Hardy. Carden completed 70% of his passes last year. Hardy had nearly 1,300 yards. I talked to an NFL scout who said Hardy was graded out at about a third-round receiver last year, elected to come back, could be a late-round selection in the first round. South Carolina has issues. That young secondary, they have 3 cornerbacks that are true freshmen getting major time.
Yeah, big issues. Of course, that game was last Thursday, not last weekend. My bad. Dave Miller, great stuff as always. Thanks so much for the insight.
Thanks for having me.
Well, a huge matchup on the horizon this weekend as you've got Michigan State's defense going up against that Oregon's high-flying offense. We break it all down right here on CampusInsiders.com. Plus, we also invite you to check out some Mountain West football action this weekend on Campus Insiders. Chucky Keaton and company will try to rebound from their Week 1 defeat as they host Idaho State. Kickoff is Saturday at 5 o'clock p.m. Pacific right here on the Mountain West Network, powered by Campus Insiders.